Well, hey folks, ran into a little snafu here on my 7310 Echo. What ended up happening, just kind of cleaning some things up, kind of putting it back together. And what happened was, for some reason, the boot for the 7310, this is the boot here, the bolt on this side actually basically lost all the threading in there. And so now what I have to do is drill out and tap out basically where the two bolts are, and rethread it all. So I end up getting two different bolts, and I decided I'm going to do both sides, even though one stripped out is just to keep them the same. So if I'm working on this, if somebody else comes working on it, it's just the same setup. So this original bolt in here, there's this one right here, is a M5.8 thread on it, and so what I bought was basically M6, which that's one thread, so it's a metric basically is what it is. So that's what I'm doing for a replacement, and just seeing here. So that's what I'm gonna also have to do, is do a little bit of a thread out on the bushings that are in here too, with this, just to make sure I can get this to fit. And actually, the reality is I might be able to just, the metal bushing that I have in there, just take that out and it'll probably fit just fine. So that's the only modification I'll have to do for the boot part, is just do that. And then the real work is over here, having to do the threading. Bought the tap here today for an M6 diameter and stuff, with one thread, 1 millimeter thread basically is what that is. So I gotta get the cylinder off, rest of the way here, or get broken down more, get the thread off, or get the cylinder off then, and then get that done. So that's what I'm gonna be doing here, and we'll see how long it kind of takes me here. So I'm gonna kind of maybe put you guys on fast forward as I just work through this. So enjoy. so exhaust side, here it is. Not sure how well it's going to show up, but yeah, this is the side. Threads just threaded right out, so that's the side for sure. I could leave this side alone, but like I said, I kind of want to keep them the same just for the aspect of future work, that it's the same connection, all that type of stuff. So for future work, yeah. My hardware store, I was looking to see if I could have an actual Torx one that was an M6. That would, but didn't see it, and I just wanted to get this done, so just bought what they had. That's part of what happened, why it looks they're going to be different heads there, but it is what it is. It'll still work, just a little bit here. So doing that while I have it off. The other thing I noticed, remembered, was that was looking in it a little bit, is that because I lowered this base so much, one of the things I was contemplating here that I might just do here now anyway, being that I had to take it off, was that the transfers don't fully open. That's in part because I dropped the base so much and then took out to get it so that it's right at 2800 squish. So I took a bunch off here, probably almost 40 thou or something like that. And so that really lowered the transfers. I think the transfers actually open at like 127, if I remember that right. And so my thought on this too is to, with all that stuff, is to raise that, but instead of raising it, what I might do is just slope the piston there a little bit to help raise it instead. A different kind of modification, rather than trying to get in here and really drill it out and all that stuff and mess with the cylinder. Instead, do a little modification on the piston to trying to get them open up a little bit sooner and just see how that works. So while this is apart, I think that's one of the other things I'm going to do. So take this piston off at some point here, but I'm going to work on this right next though. So stay put. I got to turn you around a little bit here to get into my device. Okay, so got the drill set up. The tapper came with the drill bit needed, which it said it's a number 9 high-speed drill for widening the hole up to where it needs to be, and then obviously then the tapper is for it. So not sure what exactly that actual diameter is, but basically, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say on here, but yeah, just look online. It's pretty easy to Google and say, okay, if you got a 6mm M6 bolt that you're wanting, what hole drill do you, or bit do you use? You can all do that online and find it pretty easy. So now it's just lining this up and doing it nice and easy. And it shouldn't take much because, you know, right there it's all done because 1, it's pretty much the hole's already there. 2, it's a very short stretch anyway. So I think that was the one that was already threaded out, so didn't take much. We'll see how easy it goes on the other one. And boom, done already basically. So perfect. Just gonna double check. Yep, that one's looking good. Making sure I don't get too far down, otherwise I get into the cylinder itself too. So all done. There we go. Nice and easy. Everything looks good. So now it's just doing the fun tapping side, which here we go. Got it inside. And then, you know, this is just getting it lined up and then just slow work. And we'll see how fast and this goes and see what happens. And some of this is too, as you do this, some folks may suggest that, yeah, you need to do some oil on it and whatnot. I generally have not done that with these types of tappings. I just don't think you're actually going fast enough to produce enough heat to have that concern. But it's definitely something. It's possible that's what you should do. You know, we'll see if anybody watching this makes a comment on that and sees if what they say, if they think that's what it should be done. But yeah, I'm pretty much doing this pretty much straight up without any oil again, because most of that is, I look at it from a standpoint of not going fast enough really to build up enough heat, especially out in the shop where right now I think outside it's below 30 degrees, so we're actually freezing again here today, and it's just not much of a concern. And yep, just kind of nice and easy going along. Pretty much almost through, but I try to run it always as far as I can go. It's generally the recommendation. And yeah, now it's getting nice and easy. You know, the biggest thing is if you're having issues, yep, there, kind of hit the base right there. So I got to stop right there. So one of the things first learning and doing threadings myself is go nice and easy right away. Make sure you're nice and perpendicular in your hole and just let it self-feed. Don't try to force anything. And just let it happen. Don't try and over twist or put any too much on it, and let it just keep self-feeding. So that's been the trick that's worked for me on this. Like I said, this pretty much did it. I kind of cleaned this out again, and then I kind of put it back down through and just see, just to make sure everything kind of works out. So just taking it, spinning it without any real hard force or anything. Yeah, looks like some pretty good threading. Again, I'll clean that off here. And just try and set it in there again and see what happens here, if it goes nice and smooth again. And that's a pretty good indication. It looks like it's set up pretty good. I'm not really doing anything. It's just going pretty good. Every once in a little bit, again, it's kind of got a little tug. So that's just why I kind of feed it through a second time like this. Once I hit again at the on the cylinder right there, that's actually hitting the cylinder wall. So I'm gonna stop, back it right back out again, and then I'm gonna grab my bolts and see how it feeds. And any indication, it goes well. Otherwise, if the threading doesn't work, then you're gonna probably hear me cuss a little bit and figure out and start from square zero here again. All right, so there it is. Threads in. Perfect. Everything's great right there. Done one side. Just that's how kind of easy this one is. Again, this is only going, I don't know, I think the bolt was 16 millimeters long, so it's not even maybe half that, probably 8, give or take. So doesn't not gonna take too long. Shouldn't have taken too long. So just let's see your steel brush quick. Just before I start the next one, not sure if it's able to be seen in there, but there's a little bit of crush, so I'm just taking my little bit of a steel brush in there. Would have been better if I actually had a brass one, but just kind of lightly kind of stroking it, make sure it's all clean. Probably could use like some brake cleaner, just like doing anything else on the saw. It should help clean it out just the same. So kind of pulled out of there. Okay, now she's clean. Ready to go for hole number 2 here. Again, just kind of getting it nice and as perpendicular as possible, and then just starting to feed it and let it just work itself. And there it is. Looks like it's tying in and just doing its thing. There we go. Nice and easy. Like I said, just not using oil. Maybe one of you guys will tell me, hey, definitely use oil. It's way better and smarter. I don't know. Again, I have my reason. Worked for me in the past. Yeah. So we'll just keep on going this way. And if you're still with me, cool. Round and around. All right, video for some reason ended up just stopping. Not sure why, but got both holes threaded out. Everything looks good. Yeah, not sure why the video stopped on me right there at that point, but it did. So that's all. Cylinders all ready to be able to get put back on there. But before I do that, I'm going to do the piston little work there for the transfers. It's I can't remember the guy's name, but watch this. He had a video. It's on YouTube. I can't remember exactly the guy's name. I'll probably put it in the description what it is. It's something like Hey Chief, something like that. I can't remember. It's a little bit longer title than that, but I know folks that have watched chainsaw videos and stuff. I'm sure you've seen his videos and whatnot, and I probably butcher his name, but I'll put it in the description for how I'm doing that. But I'm not gonna really show you much on that. That's definitely, if you want to see how it's done and whatnot, and the walkthrough process, definitely look that guy up and you'll be able to find it. Wasn't that difficult. It was just one of his things. The guy's full of knowledge, just amazing knowledge, and yeah, great guy to look at and watch videos for if you're curious about saws and saw maintenance and little DIY mods that you can do. Like he's got it all. So he's just another good guy to watch on here.